in addition to who I want and who I need the main villain of the Batman Part 2 to be. And that's none other than Hugo motherfucking Strange. I mean, for starters, if you're a hardcore Batman fan like me, you know just how underrated Hugo Strange is, and it's about damn time we get to see him on the big screen. In case you're unfamiliar with Hugo Strange, he is a brilliant psychiatrist who works at Arkham Asylum, who has a very strange obsession with the Batman. But he also has this weird obsession with the human mind, how it works, and how he can control it. And with all that lore and backstory we got in the Batman about how the Wayne and Arkham families were the ones who created Gotham, plus adding into the fact how Martha Wayne was actually Martha Arkham before marrying Thomas Wayne, and how she was in and out of asylums and was dealing with her own mental health issues, I think this would be the perfect movie to explore Arkham Asylum, and also to explore if Martha Wayne really had mental health issues and if Bruce somehow inherited that. I mean, you kind of have to if you're going to be dressing up like a bat beating the shit out of criminals for free. I mean, just imagine what they could do with this plotline. What if Martha was driven insane by one Hugo Strange as a part of his twisted fucking experiments at Arkham? And then if by chance Hugo finds out that Bruce Wayne and Batman are one and the same, could you imagine the psychological warfare he is going to enact on that motherfucker? I think that's what makes the Reeves universe so compelling, is in its intellectualism. The world's greatest detective aspect of this universe is what makes it so fucking cool. And this would also be a cool opportunity to get the return of some villains that are already locked up at Arkham, like Barry Keoghan's Joker and the Riddler. Plus, who knows what other villains are locked up there? Professor Pig, Victor Zsasz, you name it. And what adds even more fuel to the fire is the fact that Matt Reeves initially had spin-offs for an Arkham series and a Gotham PD series, which both were scrapped. So I gotta believe he's gonna be taking elements from both of those projects and putting them into the Batman Part 2. Because it would be a massive missed opportunity if they don't continue to expand on this relationship between Jim Gordon and the Batman as detectives. I love their dynamic as good cop, batshit cop, so we need more of it. And as for who should play Hugo Strange, you know, there's so many great options, but the two that come to my mind are Hugo Weaving, just because it would be funny. We got Hugo playing Hugo, but he's genuinely such a great actor who's great at playing villains. The Red Skull, Megatron, and the list goes on and on. And of course, one of my favorite fan casts of all time, Dave Bautista as Hugo, because I feel like it would be so cool to see Dave Bautista play that psychological warfare aspect of a villain. Plus, people be forgetting that Hugo Strange be buff as shit sometimes. And Dave Bautista said that he wants to take on more roles that are challenging him as an actor. And if you look at Blade Runner 2049, that kind of feels like a Hugo Strange type performance. But I'm